Welcome back. Of course, this is still Complete Sports on Melody 100.7 FM. You can't get it anywhere. Exclusive to Melody 100.7 FM in the beautiful city of IB. Now, let's go to the... Okay, yes, before we go to the foreign scene, yes, the sports marshal joins in now because we're discussing something before we went for the Bet Niger segment, and I want him to put his voice on this one, which is what we're discussing. Shooting Stars game being postponed, not because something happened from the FIFA, from CAF, or from NFF, but because we have a PDP convention in Oyo State, right there at the Adagma Singba Stadium. Sports Marshal, it's good to have you.
Yeah, good afternoon. It's good to be in the studio to talk sport this lovely Saturday afternoon. And kudos to you guys, doing a fantastic job. I've been monitoring it all the way before I walk straight down to the studio. Never know that you put the mic on for
Actually, no, it's something that we have to. I said we'll continue with that discussion because I mean, for us to stop a game, very important derby because of the quality.
Let me state it that Oyo State government owns the facility.
Okay.
And Oyo State government is hosting the political event. As far as I'm concerned, priority will be given to, even though your state government owns the club as well.
Definitely.
So, but you know, the political event is just a one-off event, and which has also been slated. So I believe giving way. My only concern is, will the stadium be ready for Shooting Stars game tomorrow? Will it be in proper shape? If so, I don't see it as a big deal. We've seen Shooting Stars games moved for different reasons, not just for political reasons like this. You know, there was even a time they prefer to be playing their games on Sunday at 7 p.m. so that they can play under floodlights. So we've seen series of. So I don't want to attach a big deal to that to this particular one. But my concern is, will the stadium still be in
good shape after the event?
After the event, will it not affect the quality? So if so, then as well they could as well.
But you and I know that after this kind of event, stadiums hardly get the shape that we used to know them to be, because something would have been destroyed. Is that they dig something?
To be honest, I was not expecting the political event to hold at the Lakers Salami Stadium.
Exactly.
I was actually looking at other venues in Oyo State, like the Obafemi Awolowo Stadium that hosted the Davido concert last week, and maybe there's another venue very close to Polo Club there that they use for big events, you know, very massive like that too. But Obafemi Awolowo, I think, would have been the ideal as a good parking space, and you know, plus the fact that it has hosted. But I don't know. I'm not the one that actually picked the venue. I don't know why the state government have decided to pick it. But for me, I would have preferred it moved out of Adamasi at Lagos Salami Stadium because for now the league is still on, and the volume of people on the field now will no doubt affect the
aesthetics,
and the pitch.
Yeah.
They would have to do massive cleaning in order for it to meet up for tomorrow. And not
the match has even been cancelled entirely. It's not holding again tomorrow.
Yeah, and
because the event is today and tomorrow, the political event.
Yes. And you know, what I mean is, even after, you know, lot of cleaning will be done.
Okay.
And you will also have to wet
the grass. Most definitely.
You know,
recently NFF, when they came for the under-20 girls in Ibadan here, Governor Seyi Makinde hosted the big wizard came, and he told them they should tell him anything that will make Ibadan and Oyo State to host any big football event, especially the Super Eagles. So part of what we should be talking about is how to put these facilities in order. I mean,
you know, the Lagos Salami Stadium has a very massive defect, you know, because of the location, and that is water. They have a water issue. You know, the stadium was initially grass before it was changed to artificial grass, artificial turf. Then when Governor Seyi Makinde came, he renovated everything and converted it to a grass pitch. But the problem is they've sunk not less than 6-7 boreholes around that facilities, and it's not bringing out water.
Wow!
So
it's a dry land.
It's a dry land. So they had to be bringing water with a tanker, you know, to wet that place. And that has always been the case, even when it was initial I don't know. Maybe they require modern technology. In fact, when this renovation was completed, I personally spoke with the contractor that handled the renovation, and I still have the video on my personal YouTube page. I did a series of documentaries at that time, and I was told the closest place to get water is to run pipe from Omito Woju, a community not too far from, but still far, from Lake Salami Stadium, to run to sink borehole there,
and the pipe will run.
Will run, and that's like running pipe for pipe-borne water in the community
exactly.
itself. So I don't know. Maybe if they consult engineers, especially Israeli engineers who are very good at extracting water and water technology. The Canadians too are good at water technologies too, especially for irrigation and that purpose. Maybe they will find a solution to it. And that's why they need to always take care of that pitch, knowing fully well that because you can't compare a tanker of water with having a sprinkler on the pitch itself. A sprinkler will give you water anytime, any day. So even at halftime, you can open the tap and the sprinkler will pump out water and sprinkle it to every corners of the pitch, unlike bringing tankers to come and wet the place. So it's a whole lot. So because of that, I don't think they should expose that pitch to a kind of event like this, especially when you are hoping to host a national team.
Exactly. Okay, so that's it. Everyone here, Sports Marshal, Sports here, Sports Bam Bam, all agree that that venue is not for such an event. But they own the state, they own the stadium, and they own the team. They've taken the decision. Let's see what happens. Okay, let's begin to move to Europe little by little now.
Sorry, let me also lend my voice to the topic you posted.
Okay, yes, for the
Bet Niger segment, which was quite interesting for me, and I think Nigerians, they got carried away because of Benjamin Frederick's performance against Gabon. Forgetting that that's just the first time he's going to partner with Kevin Bassey at the heart of Nigerian defense. They forgot that throughout the Africa Cup of Nations, Semi Ajayi played all the 90 minutes, and it was exceptional. It was. I liken him to Uche Okechukwu of those days, gentle giant. You will hardly. This guy, he doesn't get himself involved in any controversy. You will hardly hear about him. He's like an unsung hero in the art of Nigerian.
He's quiet yet doing more.
Yeah, doing absolutely well. Absolutely well. What I think the coach can toy with, since Wilfred Ndidi is not going to play.
He's been confirmed he will play. CAF as they have removed. They said the card before we get to the playoff has gone with the.
Otherwise, I would have preferred him playing in that holding position. Since offensively he can do well, and in terms of defense too, he can do well as well. I believe Semi Ajayi has the composure, has the experience, and has a talent to stay at the heart of Nigerian defense. I think the suspects, unless the coach prefers to play three central defense, depending on his tactical approach to the game. Otherwise, Benjamin Frederick should drop to his right flank, and Semi Ajayi comes into the two-man central defense. Yeah,
which is what some people have actually been talking about, that the coach should adopt. Okay, Bendel Insurance have scored a goal now against Kano Pillars. For you that said they won't win, have you? The sports here.
They can score a goal.
You are Bam Bam.
The game is still on. It's just going to be very difficult for them.
Vision is getting blurry every day.
They say he drinks.
But eventually, the best result for them today is a draw. You can take that from me.
Okay, let's go to Europe now, because they're still hotting up in Europe as well when it comes to the 2026 World Cup qualification. Slovenia, yes, will be playing Kosovo. That will be at 8:45. Switzerland will do Sweden. This should be a top game. Sweden.
Yeah,
Switzerland.
Especially for Sweden, that's about if they get to draw or lose today, officially they won't be going to the World Cup.
Yeah.
And when you look at the team, the player they've got in that squad, Victor Gyökeres, Alexander Isak, of this world. In that team, it's one of the reasons why I said maybe we were too hard on our boys, because when we look at the Seamen, all of that, we're like, come on, we have a lot of big players in Nigeria. Why are they not doing well?
Even Italy are still struggling.
Even Sweden are struggling. England are also still struggling.
England have made it.
But not until just the big difference today. So it's tight around the world. Football is now more exposed. Anything can defeat you if you are not, putting yourself into the game very well. Just a few hours ago, we saw Angola host Argentina. A big deal right there.
Is that not a waste of? I'm coming to ask you that. Is that not a waste of resources?
I mean, for me, I think it's big African football.
Game to Argentina.
Yes, eventually, when you have Messi come to the Angola, it has to go that route. So football is exposed. That's what I'm trying to say. It's no more a game of stars, players, individuals who have the name and all of that. So it's one thing that we need to now look into because going forward, we will be needing more than just the names on the field.
Okay.
Even before in those days, there are big teams. Italy have been absent from the World Cup. There was a time
they've not been playing since.
There was a time you say, "Oh, World Cup without Brazil and Argentina is not complete." But we've seen these two teams out of the World Cup in the past.
Exactly.
Germany they've missed World Cup at a time. France missed World Cup several times. That's why area of stars, and even the Sweden of this world. I remember in 1994 World Cup, the qualifiers, Bulgaria qualified. Which team did they beat? They beat France.
Exactly.
To qualify for the World Cup.
And Nigeria beat them.
Nigeria beat them. So even though they
ended up, yes, exactly.
Eventually.
Football is crazy. For a team that we beat, to now even they were fourth in that competition. Denmark will be playing Belarus as well in the Group C, and Greece playing Scotland. Greece, I remember Greece, they were in our group in 1994 as well.
Yes, we defeated them 2-0.
Exactly.
Daniel Revul Amokachi and George Finidi got the 2 goals. And I think we've also played against them. I think 2010 FIFA World Cup 2, they were in our group.
Yeah, exactly.
We defeated them 1-0 in that one too. So
customer that.
Yeah, we've played Greece a couple of times. Greece, they've been European champions once. That victory happens once in 100 years.
I'm telling you, since then they've never come close to anything again.
Aristos, so what's the name of their tall striker that time that was getting goals with his head? I forgot.
Aristos, yeah, the man that was getting goals in the Euro 2004. Aristos,
yeah,
with his head.
So Bam Bam, remember last night you said it will be Yaga beating. Germany will finish those people who were playing. But today, Georgia will play Spain. Are you still going to say it will be Yaga? Because Germany ended up just beating 2-0. It was just 2-0 that game last night. So this one, because you've always said, I think you are on the sports here, I always say, when it comes to all these small teams with European big guns, they beat them like thieves.
Yeah, it's always very easy for them.
Are you saying Spain will beat Georgia like criminals today? That's Kvaratskhelia country.
For Georgia, they've not been bad. I mean, comparing Luxembourg and Georgia, I mean, I think there's a wide difference between these two teams. For Georgia, they've been winning games. I saw a couple of their games, Kvaratskhelia even scoring, and I'm trying to remember the name of this striker, Mikachi. Yeah, scoring for them. So when you compare Luxembourg and
so they don't come close.
They don't come close. But honestly speaking, best team in the world right now, I have to give it to Spain. Honestly speaking, fine.
They're better than France.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, they defeated them in the
better
Euros.
Than Argentina.
How is Spain the best?
I don't know.
That's what I'm asking. Are they better than France?
It's always like that because they have Lamine Yamal, right? Because you easily carried away when you see players with all these flashy things. Consistency is what puts you up there.
Now,
as the best.
Let's go back.
You're winning Euros, don't make it the best in the world.
Euros, they won it. The Nations Cup, they were in the finals.
They were in the finals. They lost to Portugal.
Now they've been close. Even when you don't expect them to do that. Mention any other team that has been close compared to Spain.
Who are world champions?
World champions. Argentina, that's 2022. I said in recent time.
Spain are better than Argentina presently?
I don't see them as better than France because to me, Spain are just rebuilding their team. They have exciting young stars, no doubt about that. You know, the ones for the future, I will call them. You know, but definitely they still have a whole lot. World Cup is there. Let's see what they will do. But I'm sure there are a couple of bigger teams. So even if you look at the English team at the moment,
those guys are also they have guys, man.
Yeah, I still rate them ahead of the Spanish national team. Wow. You know, the missing link in the English national team before has always been their manager, and I think they've gotten that message, and that's why they brought.
They played 7 in the qualifier, 7 games, won all.
Yeah, so
scored 20 goals, didn't concede a single goal.
You know, the only issue they have at the moment is that aside from Harry Kane, they don't have out and out striker. In the English national team. So other than that, I mean, they look like a balanced team.
They have very good wingers.
Unlike the Spaniards as we are talking about, and if you look at the French national team too, the French national team is also a very balanced team. You know, even the Italian national team. Tell me, though they may not have extremely outstanding in virtually all departments, but of course, if you have Donnarumma, if you have look at their back line, look at their middle, you know. There seems to be a balanced team in terms of experience, in terms of quality. Unlike the Spaniard national team, they are work in progress as far as I'm concerned.
Okay, we also have Turkey, as they like to be called, but you call them Turkey, and playing Bulgaria in another Group E game. In Group H, Cyprus and Austria will be doing about 2. Bosnia-Herzegovina will also be playing Romania. While in the Group I, Kazakhstan presently playing Belgium. It is 1-0. Let's talk about Belgium now. They've been known to be perennial underachievers, and they've never achieved much. Even when they were number 1 on FIFA ranking for so long, they didn't have anything to prove. They have stars at that time, but nothing. All of the Kevin De Bruyne, all of the Lukaku, all of the Hazard at that time, nothing came to it. 1-1 they are playing now against Kazakhstan, a team like Kazakhstan.
I think the best result they got with that prime team was 3rd place in the World Cup.
Yeah,
I remember with Hazard and all of these players. It's always like that for teams like that. They get a generation of players who comes, you know, put them up there. But to actually go all the way, winning the World Cup or the Euros, takes a bit of more grit, a bit of more hunger, wanting it. Not just about having the players that are, you know, at the top of the world.
They were not hungry. At the point they were, that's why they signed that.
One thing about Brazil, one distinct Brazil, France, Argentina.
Martinez, yes, because they felt they needed to win something.
Brazil, Argentina, all of this time, guys.
Martinez won before they brought him
in. Roberto Martinez.
Yeah, before they brought him in as I think he
did a good job in my own opinion. He did a good job. It wasn't so, because with the players we talk about then, they were also, most of these players were also very inexperienced, international wise. The Hazard then, he was just very young. The same thing with Kevin. They were inexperienced. I mean, you won't compare them with the likes of Zinedine Zidane when they were cleaning for France.
Or the likes that you are talking about, you know, took his time. Hazard came into the national team at the age of 17.
Yeah, exactly.
So, you know, very many of them, even De Bruyne came into the national
team. Even the likes of Vertonghen,
and they all do well in their club size.
Yeah. For me, the issue I see there is for every golden generation of a team, of a club, or a nation, if you win a major tournament before your team evolve as a golden generation, I mean, it's going to be easier for you. But if you have formed that golden generation
to win
winning, it's going to be difficult for you to win. So check out, even when Ivory Coast had the best squad on the continent of Africa,
that time,
you know, their golden generation, they couldn't win anything. It was much after that they won. You know, it's always like that.
Because then hires are on you, will know what you're coming with.
Yeah, but if you use your golden generation your victory to announce your golden generation, is always very, very, and that was what helped Nigeria at the African Cup of Nations in 1994.
Yes.
You know, those boys, you know, much attention was not put on them until they won the African Cup of Nations in Tunisia. That was so this is
And the offshoot paid off. We qualified for the World Cup for the first time.
Of course.
We went to Olympics in '96. Part of them also.
Yeah. In fact, Fulcrum of the see. There's nothing like you having a proper succession plan and having a pool of players like we are having at the moment. And that's why I see that in the next 6-7 years, Nigeria will still have, great players coming into the national team. It's only the management that has it. Remember in 1993 when they were preparing for the African Cup of Nations and the FIFA World Cup.
Exactly.
The likes of Kanu Nwankwo were also in the team. They were dropped. He was dropped from the World Cup team.
Small boy at that time.
Yeah, it was small boy that
time. They just won the JVC Cup
in 1993. 1993, and a couple of them got into the national team.
Kanu, yes,
all of them were in Papenda, where Eagles prepare for the African Cup of Nations and the FIFA World Cup. They were dropped. Remember we played a friendly match against Sweden.
Yes, exactly.
Which Kanu scored. That time, but he couldn't make it. But
we have a lasting then.
Yes, 2 years after, Olaf Tom, Eric Larsson, and Thomas Anderson. And co. In 1992 years after, in 1996, he was the captain of
the Olympic.
He has evolved. So that's what will happen to the likes of Francis Benjamin and co. Now. That's why I don't want us to rush them.
Rush them and finish them now.
The weight of expectations will not pull them down.
Most definitely. All right, the last game for today in Europe will be Liechtenstein taking on Wales. Wales, they surprised the world at the time. We're a smallest tiny nation, and they beat England at that time. But since that time, much have not been done and achieved by them again. I remember when they had this man that went
Gareth Bale.
Gareth Bale, thank you. He's a golfer now.
That's exactly what I was saying. When Gareth Bale was Gareth Bale and it was the hottest property in the world, moved on a record transfer to Real Madrid. What did he do with Wales? It was after he had dropped and he was no longer the star that Wales started
and they beat England and surprised the world at that time.
Because the over-reliance on certain set of people or particular player will always weigh them down.
But it's not. Is it happening with Osimhen? It's not, because we rely so much on Osimhen.
No. We may rely on Osimhen, but the team goes beyond Osimhen.
Okay.
We have.
Daniel said something about Osimhen. Nigeria always relying on Osimhen, and I don't think. Just like now, you just said the team goes beyond Osimhen. So I'm trying to tell Daniel.
The team Nigeria is actually not that beyond Osimhen, because you have to look at the result without Osimhen and the result with him. Last 2 games, 5 goals from that player. Without those 5 goals, we won't be where we are today. And the same goes to the record even before the current manager. The previous managers don't have Osimhen around for I think one of each of their games.
If you need the time, right?
Yes. And those are games that actually we went on to lose or draw. That put us in a very dangerous place at the qualifying round. So I still don't think we've that shoot out yet to be called a team that is very good.
Statistics. It doesn't have.
I just don't think we are much of a threat without Victor Osimhen.
Yeah, any team in the world that has Victor Osimhen will always be glad at any time.
That's the most expensive African player anywhere on the planet.
Anytime, any day. He's one of the best in the world. It's not to play Osimhen's impact or performance. We've analyzed it on this program. His impact beyond scoring goals. But what I'm bringing out is you have to look at goals that Osimhen were also scoring. It's not as if I've not seen any of those goals created by Osimhen himself. Yeah. There were great assists, that he finished off fantastic well, which is very, very good for us. Had it been we have a great finisher like that in the past, it would have been a lot easier for us. But you have to give his 2 goals. One was from Benjamin Francis. The other was from Chidozie Awazem.
Yes.
Those are the
defense.
From 2 of them were defenders. You have to, unlike if you look at players like Cristiano Ronaldo, Lionel Messi, these are players that will create something out of nothing. Absolutely. You know, you'll have even when everybody had thought that, oh, this game is lost, nothing is happening, you know, they will just provide a moment of magic, like dribble 2-3 players, give you get the return pass and get the goal, you know, or just convert a minutest of opportunity. You know, he's not in that class yet, and that is not to underplay his importance or his performance for Nigeria. No, I'm not. He's a fantastic player. He's a fighter, and beyond scoring goals, he motivates the team as well. You know, the way he carries the team, you want to play with him. You know, the Didier Drogba of this world. In fact, he's a replica of Didier Drogba. So if you have a picture of what Didier Drogba does with Ivory Coast and Chelsea in particular, you understand how important he is. But that is not to say games cannot be won without him. Okay. Of course, we won games without him, and we pick a draw against South Africa without him.
Okay, all right. So that's where you get it. Of course, you know where we do it right here. We do it in a different style. It is still Complete Sport, a Melody 100.7 FM with the finest sports, Marshall Sports here, and of course the sports bam this beautiful day. Okay, so those are the games that are going down. The qualifiers still hotting up. I mean, back in sometime before now, people always see the international break as boring, but because it's World Cup qualification, it's even getting more attention than the leagues. Everybody's eyes always. I mean, Croatia. They qualified for the World Cup. I mean, they've done it. They've joined the party right now. So it's still dicey for Portugal, dicey for Italy, dicey for, God forbid, Nigeria. But we have to say,
we still have our faith in our hands.
Of course, most definitely. We have
win your 2 games, and you're home and dry.
Home and dry, that's what it is. Okay, so teams, 30 teams have qualified so far for the World Cup. Yes, 2026 World Cup. And we have 42 teams, so remain 12 teams. Yeah, so out of the teams that will qualify, God, Nigeria. Please.
10 places will be filled this year.
to next year.
Exactly.
And it's so sad we have to wait.
There's nothing sad about that.
For that to be on that, I don't know how to call that list.
You have always said this.
No, it's very sad. This is not where we're supposed to be.
It could be a blessing in disguise.
But Daniel, when initially made the draws, everybody said
Nigeria will,
the only strong opponent that will give Nigeria a tough time is South Africa, and eventually it turned out to be South Africa topping the group and Nigeria. So I still don't see any.
It's the condition at which we get to the playoffs that we should be worried about. We're not there on merits, like it was our performance that earned us that place on the playoffs.
Our performance.
It was just.
If we didn't do it at the last day, we wouldn't have got it to that level.
You have to purge your mind.
The likes of Gabon are the one I would call the unfortunate ones. They are the unfortunate because they had enough points.
Daniel, whether you like it or not, Gabon, they were supposed to finish second, and irrespective, even if they have amassed 22 points, even if they did not take up 6 points, they will still play the qualifiers. So what? Nothing changed.
People are feeling. There's a feeling somewhere that FIFA loves Nigeria to be at the World Cup. That they've been helping us to twist things.
No.
First, the Eritrea one. Okay, for instance, now in football, we all thought they will miss the game tomorrow. From nowhere, CAF just brought it out today and said they will play the game because they have forgotten all of the sanctions.
Sorry, finance. The truth remains that FIFA doesn't have any special interest for Nigeria.
Well, there's politics in everything.
Well, there's politics in everything, but nothing like a special interest in Nigeria.
Okay.
And
they know that when any competition Nigeria attends, there's a buzz around
over that 250 million population.
We are not the most populous country in the world.
But we are very strong.
Take over internet.
The Brazilians watch football more than Nigeria.
It's not watching.
Brazilians don't need help.
Who takes over internet? Masha, who takes over internet? When Nigeria tweets about any competition, it goes viral.
It's now that we are having that. You know, there was nothing like internet before.
Yeah, definitely.
Buzz before, but now we are having it because Nigerians are, getting motivated to do that. And let me start with Daniel's argument.
Okay.
Now, if you are saying because Gabon has more points than Nigeria, and we didn't play the same number of matches. There are rules. All these rules have been set before even the competition, the World Cup qualifier itself started. And if you look at it, what will you now say for Nigeria? I mean, for Africa to have how many 10 countries now
10,
representing the continent of Africa, and you are having 5 with the possibility of 6 for South America that has only 10 countries. How do you explain that? You know, it's not. It's all.
In fact, with this playoff thing now, South America might have 7.
They might have 7.
Yeah, they might have 7
because they still have someone there.
Yes, now that will play. Bolivia, there's Panama.
Yes, Panama. So how do you now explain? They have just only 10 countries in the continent, but
in their pool,
in their continent.
Meaning almost all of them in the continent.
Yeah, which means almost all of them with maybe 3.
Even Gennaro Gattuso, the coach of Italy, was complaining about this thing. How would the country the continent that have 10?
So will you now say FIFA loves South America more than other continents? What about Europe? Europe has how many countries? 48 countries.
48.
And they are having how many?
Right now they have half of the entire
42 countries that are coming for the World Cup. You know, how do you explain that? And the continent of Africa with 54 countries.
Just 10.
We have just 10.
We have the highest on the.
Yes, we are
the highest body on our football body.
Yes. So followed by Asia.
Exactly.
How many so how do you now explain it? Will you now say they love South America, they love Europe more than Africa? No. All these rules has been set. So though I might say they favor the Europe more than others because they were the one that started the core of this World Cup. You know,
football started from their end.
Football started, and they've already placed themselves ahead in terms of organization,
ahead of others.
In terms of organization, in terms of setup. So let's not look at that. So the rules were there, and if Gabon had met up with the rules, they would have been at the World Cup. So it's not that. Okay, if Nigeria had not scored 4 goals against Benin Republic, are we going to?
That's one of the things that's
exactly my concern.
That it feels
I don't care about the rules. I just care about why we have to go that low.
It feels that we needed 4 goals.
We should be outrightly. And now, when we now need 4 goals, remember how we were struggling with goals? Against the one that we could not score 1 goal, at least score 1 goal. The South Africa will play draw. Now we argue this thing.
Did we need 4 goals on last Thursday when we scored 4 goals?
Now exactly what I'm saying. Even last Thursday, it wasn't because we need 4 goals. Well, the game still had to drag to extra time.
Why did we now score 4 goals?
It was just.
Why can't we score just 2-1?
Just leave it like that.
I think we played our normal game against Gabon until the extra time because the game did went 1-1 draw until extra time before the goals, which I would still call a panic performance. In my own opinion.
Normal game about that. Me and Finest explained it, and we explained it we analyzed it on this program last week.
Yeah.
See, all the qualifiers they've been playing before, the one they played last Thursday is quite different from the ones. There was less pressure on them in the previous games than that. See, many of them were playing their biggest game
on Thursday.
It's actually why I call it the panic performance, where you feel you have to deliver at all costs.
Yeah, so before they could, before they could get themselves into the game, why were they even Osimhen?
Yeah.
Forget about the
most of the
games.
He struggled.
Yeah.
The pressure on him and the team on that particular, knowing fully well that I'm looking at they take one corner high, look walk up, and I know say.
He was asked now. Miguel Chisom asked. You heard the voice yesterday on the show when he was asked how he felt missing that sitter in the 90th minute. He said he was so heavy on him that he went to his players, told them sorry, I will make amends. That he felt how did I miss this thing?
See,
so
that's the weight of that match was the reason why Osimhen missed that. If it had been friendly match or other quality,
we're asking. We're here that day. We're asking how did Osimhen miss? We're shouting it here.
But that's what is called experience. When you play now, he has gotten this one over himself. By the time he's going to be more relaxed. Against DR Congo. You're going to see it. It's going to be much more relaxed against Congo DR. That's why I give kudos to Benjamin Frederick. And I'm not even carried away either. Yeah. And that's why I prefer a player like Semi Ajayi. Because that game, he just lifted himself. If he had performed below expectation, I wouldn't have blamed him.
Yeah. Of course.
Yes.
I mean, for a guy who's playing his biggest game of his career.
He's playing the biggest game of his career. So that's you see, look at the performance of Iwobi and Ndidi that day. I mean, or Moses Simon. So they were just playing normally. But
or Lukman. In fact, Lukman and Chukwueze, those ones said they were not in the game.
But if you look at Osimhen, it was wrong footing.
Yeah.
For good, all throughout that first half. All headers like Osimhen will have buried on a good day.
First half, we should have finished that game.
You know, with the kind of energy he has, and you know, you go see him against DR Congo.
That was why the last goal he scored. Yeah. It was comfortable. He knew that the team had already
exactly. That's why he could take
3-1
in the chest, in his head, control it,
and he scored it.
That was a typical. Why did he have to remove his shirt?
I mean, it's one of the things I think Osimhen needs to actually watch as well.
No,
I don't agree with the way he over celebrates. During the halftime, he did that twice. He scored twice. Both goals were ruled out. Each time he would have run away, run miles. Now he didn't score the second goal. Not the goal that put us ahead.
Okay.
It was just a goal that validated our lead.
Yeah.
See, the guy knew the kind of relief
he had.
He had a relief. He felt
it's not because the goal was.
Remember what I said? He went to his players and said he will make amends, and for the amends to have come, the joy made him to. Well, let's leave it. We have to. We have to leave.
I don't get
we have to leave tomorrow. Don't forget, tomorrow during the game will be that will be period of the program where we have
the prayer line.
Yes.
8 o'clock.
No, I'm talking about that Yoruba show for Kola. So Kola will be here. I mean, analyzing all of those things. Canopy was right.
Yes.
All right. So
2-1.
So 2-1. You said it. Okay.
Would you say at the book?
Canopy.
He didn't say
they are winning now.
They are winning.
They actually said Bender Insurance will not do anything. We have less than 3 minutes to wrap up this show, and let's use this one to wrap it up. Angola hosted. They were celebrating their golden jubilee, and they called Leo Messi and his Argentine team. And the money they spent, people are saying they wasted that money. Why would you call? I mean, did you see it as a waste?
It's not a waste. People call Messi God of soccer because of what he's done.
And Messi scored and
Messi has not touched the African soil since 2010, and it wasn't that kind of Messi when he was in Africa 2010.
He was younger.
He was actually. He scored his first.
Africa. He's been on Africa 4 times. He played in Morocco.
He played Raja Casablanca. There was a friendly they had against Raja. He played in that game.
And against
this is the
Barca, Mamelodi Sundowns.
Yes. So this is the 4th time he's coming to play in Africa. So he scored a goal and provided an assist yesterday.
But I mean, what I saw was. He was tired because even the president, ministers, everyone.
It was business now.
All about him.
At some point, he was just looking really tired. Let me just start the game and play.
They were all over him. That's what. If you're a star, that's what it is.
If you look at it from one side of publicity, you will say, oh, they achieved their aim and objective, because the only reason why we are talking about Angola Golden Jubilee is because of Messi.
Exactly. Nothing else.
There's no business for us to talk about it.
Nothing.
And that's how it's going to be all around the world. So if you look at that, okay, for in the business world, what it means for Angola, what it means.
But would they be able to amass that money that they spent on him?
Yeah, see. When you spend money out like that, the goodwill that comes with it, you cannot quantify it.
Yeah.
Because just only one business that comes from such relationship, you know.
Of course. I know Angola is an oil producing nation.
That's true.
So, but on the other hand, I look at the contract of that match. You know, it's not the number of goals they scored. They have to pay €6 million for every goal Angola conceded.
Exactly.
So they parted with 12 million.
12 million euro.
I mean, they should have defended better.
It's 2 million now.
The players should have defended better.
2-0 now.
2-0.
Okay, 2-0.
It's 2-0.
So the part plus the 12 million that they came for them to come in initially.
24 million.
When you are big, you are big.
When you are big, you are big. That's what my boy DJ Big Girl will always say. Okay, fine.
You know what 12 million euro can do to
yes, now that's big money. If you convert it to Nigerian money,
I think it's worth it. My own opinion.
Anyway, whether
it's good for their football, it's good for their country.
They should continue to debate.
I mean, our people embezzle more than that here.
Leave that one. I didn't say you that. I didn't say you were.
Let's organize a friendly match between Inter Miami and 3SC. How would people react if Inter Miami is coming to play 3SC and the governor said he's going to spend 50 million?
Where?
In Ibadan
here. Yes, don't go there. Don't go there.
Fans will react. People will feel like, I mean, football loving fans will be like, yeah, that's what we want to see.
Okay.
I mean,
we'll just, no, don't worry. Be imagining that
investment that's a one-off event.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, like Rwanda sponsoring Arsenal. You know.
Definitely.
That's big business.
That's big business. It's paying off for them.
Yeah, exactly.
Rwanda is one of the biggest destinations on the continent of Africa now.
Most definitely. Everybody wants to go there for tourism.
So,
okay, all right. Thank you so much. We have to go now. Yes, don't worry. We will definitely. That's what I've told you. Watch out for our AFCON watch party here and the AFCON countdown on the radio as well. We have a whole lot of things to be together. All right, Sports Bam Bam, thanks for coming through.
Thank you so much.
All right, that's what it is.
Bam,
all right,
bam, bam.
for the sports seer, yes, the man that doesn't believe in.
Thank you so much.
Okay, the sports marshal. It's been a very long time we had him on a Saturday.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
I mean, God knows when it will be again.
I had to make a trip immediately.
God, when again? That's the question. Thank you so much for joining us.
Most definitely.
We appreciate it. My name is Pretty. Let me have a breather for about 2 hours. We'll be back for Back in the Day, where we take you back in time, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and 2000. You always look forward to that every Saturday. I will bring it to you exclusive to Melody 100.7 FM. Keep it locked right here. Don't move a muscle. The show, fun, and excitement continues right here.